Hello everyone, it's Glenda and welcome back to my channel, Creative Grandma. My channel is all about crochet, anything and everything crochet related, and that includes yarn. Well, today's video is so exciting for me. I get so inspired and just so excited when I get to try something new. This video is all about hooks and needles monthly subscription boxes. And boy, do I have a lot to tell you about this monthly subscription box. Now, this is a sponsored video. I got these kits mailed to me free so I could show you exactly what's inside and what these kits are all about. Now, I have two kits here today. One is for knitting, one is for crocheting, but they also have a third kit for amigurumi, and I'll give you all that information in the video. And I know a lot of you have watched the videos where Cody was doing his amigurumi patterns from other channels, and a lot of you are interested in starting to do amigurumi. So I'll give you more information about that box. But three exciting boxes that they do have from Hooks and Needles. So we're going to open them. But before I do, I want everybody to know this is the first time that I ever got to experience hook and needle. So you're going to be feeling the same way that I am when you get your first box. So let me read a little bit of information and then we'll get the boxes opened and you can see for yourself the yarny goodness inside. Now it starts off by saying what's in the box. With each box curated one stunning do-it-yourself project, take a peek into what you'll receive. You will receive premium yarns brought to you straight from Italy and Portugal. 100% cotton, you'll get merino, alpaca, wool, and more. So a variety of different yarns that you will get to try. And what I like is a lot of times I grew up with the big box acrylics. It's really nice now since I'm crocheting more, I'm experimenting more with different fibers. This is a great way to get out of your comfort zone and try some new yarns and new fibers. Now you can choose between the knitting box or the crocheting box, or you can choose one of each if that's what you prefer. The boxes will be delivered straight to your doorstep every month. If you subscribe today, you get your first box in the next 2 to 6 days. And they also give me a code where you can save 20% off your very first box. If you just want to try it and see what it's like, that's a great savings. And you use the code CreativeGrandma20, and I'll put that right here on the screen. Use that code, and I'll have a special link. Click that link, use that code to get 20% off your first box. So again, you get your first box within 2 to 6 days. So you'll be excited when you order it, but 2 to 6 days isn't that long to wait. It will be there before you know it. After that, each box will be shipped on the 7th of the month. You can cancel anytime, no yarns attached. And I'll show you the member portal where you can go in if you want to skip a month, if you want to cancel it, if you want to change your payment information. I'll show you exactly how easy that is to do. Now, there's a lot of monthly subscription programs out there, and this is your way of seeing exactly what Hooks and Needles put together so you can make your own decision if this is right for you. Now, monthly subscription plans aren't for everyone, but every once in a while, you just have to treat yourself to something that you enjoy. So I'm going to go ahead and open the first box. Now, I can't tell which one's the knitting or which one's the crocheting. They both look identical. So I'm going to open the first box, and you're going to see it just like I am for the very first time. Also, I did open up the crochet box first. It says, your yarnful dreams begin here. Right away, I'm going to see this little booklet. So I'm going to sit it down and make you wait to see the sneak peek inside. So you're going to see the booklet, Hooks and Needle. So when you open the book, it's going to introduce you to the month's yarn. Now there's 3 projects in the book, but you have to remember, you have to choose one of the patterns. It's not going to make all 3, but it's giving you a choice of what you want to make. So let me just show you what I'm talking about. Is introducing the yarns, and then it's showing you 3 patterns. How many times have you got a subscription box where maybe they had one crochet pattern? Maybe you didn't like that pattern. This way, it's giving you the option of 3 different projects that you can make. So I think that's really interesting. Now I see the headband, so I think there's probably enough yarn to maybe make 2 headbands, maybe 3 if you're using the other color. I love the little rabbit lovey, and then the woven storage bag. Let me show it to you again. It also explains about reading the pattern thoroughly, identify and follow repeats. It explains how you do that, your gauge intention, keeping track of your progress, using markers and row counters, and practice makes perfect. So let me show you a close-up of the first pattern that you can choose. This is the headband. That's an up-close picture. Now, what I also like, I'm just going to show you one of the pages. It gives you step-by-step photographs. And how many times have you just got a written pattern that had no photos, no tutorial, and you just didn't know how to make it? Now, this is the extra step that I feel makes the price of the box worth the money. And that is when they give you detailed step-by-step photos of how to crochet it, how to lay it out, and how to put it together. Now that's a wonderful extra step that I'm very grateful for, because even though I crocheted for decades, sometimes depending on how the patterns are written, you may have a hard time just trying to understand something. So when you can look at a photo and it just makes it click in your head, it helps you make that pattern better. This next one is a little bunny lovey. Now, I know it's only September, but when you get a book with a pattern like this, isn't that adorable? You can save the book, and then when Easter comes, you can take this same pattern, use the same weight of yarn, and make bright colored Easter bunny loveys for Easter. Oh my goodness, that is such an adorable pattern. Now, even this pattern has step-by-step photos. Here's a photo of them showing you how to put the face on the rabbit. So very nice that they do that. And they have step-by-step on how to start that beginning circle, where to put your stitch markers. And these are excellent PowerPoints in this instruction book to help any beginner to know exactly where to put that stitch marker. The third pattern in the book was the woven storage basket. Now this is an advanced skill level. Look at that pattern. Now I also see a little note here in the pink where it says, if you choose project 1 and project 2, you have enough yarn. For project 3, use the 3 skeins to make a 2-color woven storage basket, or buy more blue yarn from our shop. So if you want to make all 3 patterns, that is wonderful that you can go into their shop and buy an extra 1 or 2 skeins to make all the projects. So that is really nice. It also says you can access your digital pattern with a quick scan of the QR code. And then they give you that code up in the top corner. Now, just looking at the instructions, they are very well written. I see they have a lot of space in between the rows. It's not all crowded together where you're like trying to see where the next row starts or where the next round. So I'm just going to show you a little sample. Each round is in a different color. It starts with red. That way it's easy to pick out what row or round you're on. And then there's enough space in between that you can clearly and easily see the pattern, especially if you crochet when you're watching TV. So you can see each round is highlighted and there's enough space in between each round to read those instructions very easily. And that's not all. I'm at the end of the booklet and they have recipe of the month. And I'm sitting here, and did you ever get the munchies when you see a good recipe? There's a recipe for cinnamon cookie recipe. From yummy treats to crosswords, we're here to make your crochet journey extra enjoyable. We've whipped up a batch of scrumptious cinnamon cookies. Oh my goodness, how exciting. I love cookies, and I love cookies when I crochet. Now, I'm impressed just with this book, the way it's written, the high quality step-by-step photos, and they give you 3 different choices of what you want to make. So let's take a look at the yarn. So the yarn included in the box, I have two colors here. It's called the Hooks and Needles Made in Portugal. It comes in a 92.5 yard skein, 50 grams. It's a number 4 medium weight yarn. It's called the Woodland Whisper. 97% merino wool, 3% viscose. Now, I know a lot of people think wool is scratchy. This is very, very soft. It is really, really soft. Now, this is a darker blue with, I'm seeing red, I'm seeing white, and a little bit of a rusty color. And it has those flecks mixed within the yarn. Isn't that pretty? And you get 2 balls of that yarn. And then you get 1 more ball, and this looks to me like it's a gray heather, and it has like rusty, just little tiny dabs of blue and cream. So you can see that color in there throughout the yarn. Very pretty. So again, you're getting 3 balls of yarn. Now they even supply the crochet hook to make your project. This is a wooden hook. You can see that wood right there, very smooth. It's a metal end, and this is a crochet hook size US 8, 5 millimeter. They also give you a set of 3 darning needles, size 14 through 18, so you can sew your pieces together or weave in your ends. Love it. I can never find my yarn needles when I need them. It's very frustrating. Even though I know I have many of them, I use them, I stick them in the drawer, I stick them in the project, and then when I need one, I can never find one. So it's nice that everything is included. They even sent the stuffing. Now this is flat, but as soon as you open this up, it's gonna poof out so you can stuff that little rabbit lovey. So I don't think there's anything that you're going to need. Everything is in this box. Oh my goodness, look what else. Look at these stork scissors. I always liked them. I always thought they were so adorable. So you even get the scissors to cut your yarn when you're working on your project. So the first box has scissors, yarn needle, crochet hook, stuffing, 3 balls of yarn, and the crochet book. Now, I know I took a lot of time on the crochet box because I was just so excited. I am going to be working on that project. I'm going to pick one of those projects and I'm going to make it, and then I'm going to come back with a second video and I'm going to show you what project I made, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about my process of making it. Was it easy? Was it hard? Now this video is getting a little long. I could talk all day about this Hooks and Needle Kit Club because I'm just so excited. I can't wait. I know which one I'm going to make. So put in the comment section if you think you know which one I'm going to make. But I know what I'm going to make. I'm just so excited. And I can't wait to bring that other video back to you. So here is the next box. Now, I don't know anything about knitting, but I did want to show the knitting box because a lot of people who crochet, they also knit. I'm going to learn one of these days, but I still wanted you to know that some people may prefer knitting over crocheting. So they have an excellent box for knitters as well. So let's take a look inside the magazine. Here is the knitting magazine that you get. Look how thick. Now I'm just going to take a quick look. This magazine is laid out the same as the crochet magazine, so I don't need to show you everything. It does have the step-by-step photos in this magazine as well for the knitter. So the concept is the same with the leaflets. Very detailed step-by-step photos. They highlight the different rounds or rows. They also have plenty of space in between the instructions. I really like that. So let me show you the yarn. It introduces the yarn for the month, and it shows you the 3 projects. These are beautiful projects. Look at that. Introducing the yarn and showing the projects. So I'm going to show them to you up close. Here is the first project. And that is the Sunset Swirl Tote Bag. Now that is a beginner knitter pattern. And again, step-by-step photos. You have to love that. You just have to love that they do those step-by-step photos. The next pattern is the mug cozy, and I thought this was gorgeous. Very beautiful texture. Now here in Pennsylvania, fall is going to come quickly, and then we're, getting our hot chocolate, getting our coffee, running out the door. This is an excellent way. Make a couple extras so you have them in your car, especially if you go to the drive-thru to get your drinks. And then the last project you can choose from is the gradient scarf. And this is an advanced pattern. So if you've been trying to test out your skill level, you may want to enjoy this pattern. I still think it's wonderful that they're giving you 3 choices in your box. I didn't expect that. I didn't know that. So that is wonderful when I'm looking through this book. And the recipe of the month in this booklet is Cozy Apple Crumb Recipe. Oh my goodness, they're making me hungry just looking at these recipes. Look down there at that recipe. Doesn't that look delicious? Now, in my opinion, just based on what I'm seeing in this booklet, the way the patterns are written, the way the step-by-step photos, I think they went above and beyond what they could have done. But they chose to go the extra mile and make it easy for everyone to understand. If you get a box, you want to enjoy it. If you get a box, you want to know how to make it. And that is the extra mile that they took so you could be successful at what you're making. So let's take a look in the box. I'm just so excited about this box. Oh my goodness, this yarn is wonderful. Oh, it's so very soft. It's hooks and needles. It is 136 yards, 50 grams. It's called Merino Charm. This is 100% unshrinkable, extra fine merino wool. And that's what I'm saying. Sometimes when you grow up just using big box acrylics, you don't know enough about these fibers. And even I, to this day, am still learning. And it's just a treat to me to be able to even use these yarns. The yarn is made in Italy. Very, very soft. So that's all the information on the label. But look at this color. Beautiful mauve pink. And the information is the same on all of these. They're the Merino Charm. This one is gorgeous for fall. Look at that orange. Beautiful shade of orange. And then you get the cream. So look at those 3 colors. Really, really pretty. And I know a lot of my subscribers, they have trouble putting colors together. It's already done for you. The projects, 3 different projects. The yarns, everything's included in the box to get you started. They also sent a double pointed needle. This is a size US 4 or 3.5 millimeter. So they send the double pointed needle. They also send you a set of circular needles, US number 4. So there are the knitting needles. You're also getting the yarn needles. Love it that they're included. And also those stork scissors. So again, you cannot go wrong. Everything you need to make your project is included in these boxes. The scissors, the yarn needles, your knitting needles, 3 skeins of yarn, and this very detailed booklet. Now these boxes are $33.97 per month. The amigurumi box is $29.97. Now $33.97 I feel is a very fair price for what you're getting in these boxes. Now remember, monthly subscriptions are not for everyone, but if you're someone who enjoys crocheting and you enjoy knitting and you want something where you're going to get a surprise every month to get you inspired about your love of your craft of crocheting or knitting, this box is wonderful. Now, when I do these reviews, I do give my honest opinion. I want people to know exactly what they're getting, and I want you to know exactly what you're getting into. Now, this is a monthly subscription that comes every month, but you do have the choice. If you need to skip a month, you can just sign on to your member account and you can skip a month if you're having a month where maybe your heating bill's too high. It's just a great company that allows you to customize your subscription. So let's take a look at that amigurumi box. So I'm on the Hooks and Needles website. This is what it's going to look like when you go to their site. They're going to have subscription boxes up here. They're going to tell you how it works. Stitching essentials. You can read reviews, about us, facts, sign in, and manage subscriptions. So first I'm going to go to subscription boxes. I already showed you the crochet and knit box. I wanted to show you the amigurumi box. So this is what you're going to see. It's going to tell you all about the subscription. Now, Hooks and Needles does accept Amex, MasterCard, PayPal, and Visa. So down below, you can just click those photos and it's going to show you some of the patterns, the yarns in the kit. And these are just some of the kits they have. And you can subscribe by just hitting that green button that says subscribe now. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you, if you go up to manage subscriptions, just click manage subscriptions, a box will come up. You just sign into your account. And then it says in your account portal, you will be able to skip the next box if you choose, cancel your subscription, change your shipping details, or change your payment details. Very, very easy to do to customize your subscription. So that is my video for today. I will be back after I make one of the projects in the crochet box. Now, I don't knit, so I won't be knitting a project, but I will crochet up one of those projects and I'll be back with a follow-up video to give you more detailed information of what I thought once I started making the project and reading the instructions. So remember, if you're interested in joining, you can save 20% off by using that code CreativeGrandma20 and clicking the link in the description box underneath the video. So until next time, everyone, stay inspired and happy crocheting or knitting. Bye, everyone.